So after nearly 4 years of being sober and staying clean, I relapsed on massage parlors. Last time I went to a massage parlor was a year and a half before COVID first started. And I relapsed because, I've not, like I said, I've not had sex since January. And I really needed some action, and I couldn't wait any longer. And I couldn't stop myself. I had to do this. I needed to. I needed to put my hands on a woman. I couldn't contain myself no longer. It was bothering me so much. It was eating at me. And that's all I could think about was just getting laid and getting some action. I was obsessed with it, and I'm still obsessed with it. But here's the real kicker. She jerked me off for over 45 minutes, and I still could not come. But I was hard as a rock. And I tried to offer her more money, and she refused. She said that I would have to purchase another massage all over again, which I didn't want to do. And she's saying the owners were watching them on camera. They did have secret cameras hidden throughout the whole building, and I was in the room, and there was a bunch of surveillance stuff all around me. It kind of made me feel uncomfortable, to be honest. I think those people record the clients that are in there when they're getting sexual favors. I didn't even have to ask this girl for it. She started grabbing my junk and started jacking me off, and then asked for money. And I went to go get my money, and I try to let her finish me off, but it didn't work. So I finger banged her. I played with her pussy. I sucked her tits. Her nipples were like 5 inches long, like my middle finger here. It was amazing seeing such big Chinese nipples. And I really enjoyed nursing on them. I would have liked to have had sex with her and gone all the way. She said it would cost me $120, not $100 on me cash, and I gave her $60 for a hand job. Honestly, I didn't want to have sex. Then she came as I fingered her, and it smelled really nice. She wasn't dirty or filthy. The problem is, in these massage parlors, they rush you, and I remember why I quit in the first place. It's because half the time I couldn't get off, because I can go for a long time. Sometimes I can go be hard for 3 hours, and then finally come. The girl also said another remark which resonated with me pretty well. She said that I need a girlfriend or a wife so that I can get laid all the time, so I don't have to worry. She said as hard as I was, it's obvious that I want sex, is what she said, which is 100% true. I want sex, and I want it all the time. And I don't want to be without it or be denied. I want to have it when I want to have it, when I want it, anytime I want it. This is the way it is. So for me, finding the right partner would be someone who's sexually addicted like I am, and who needs to get physical and intimate on a constant basis. And I'll never be happy until I find that partner. And that's the honest to God truth. And if that's how you feel, you should find that in a partner too. You should not settle for less. You should only settle for someone who supports your type of lifestyle and your hopes and dreams. Don't go for somebody who's the opposite of you, because it'll never work out. I can never be with somebody who's Christian or family oriented or religious and family oriented. No fucking way in hell. It would never happen. Ever. Have I done it before? Yes. And it was a complete and utter catastrophic failure. If you look at my past, you'll see. I almost died from it. That's how bad it was. But anyways, with relapsing, I thought about it. I was like, do I want to go back there again and spend money? Part of me wants to give it another shot, but at the same time, the other part of me doesn't, because I was so addicted to doing that for a number of years that I lost a lot of money. I was spending quite a bit on it too when I did it, and it's not It's not necessarily a good thing. It hinders me from what I want. And I want a girlfriend that I can sleep with all the time. Like I should go out on dates with and do stuff with. Can't really do that with these massage parlor girls. They're all about the money. I mean, I can fuck them, sure. I'm not going to get what I want out of them because I'm craving something more than sex. And I need that. I'm never going to find any kind of peace of mind and hope unless I find what I'm looking for. And that's just the way it is. That's how it's got to be. I mean, a lot of you are going to probably have a more opposite view than me, or oppose the views that I have, and that's okay. We're in a free country. You can think how you want to think. You can be family oriented and be Christian. It's none of my business, really. Now, if I'm dating you and I have expectations of you, then yeah, then it kind of becomes my business. Just like I become part of your business if I'm with you. But I haven't dated in over 5 years, so I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I'm about to go back to seeing prostitutes. Hey, life's just not fair. But for people like us, especially us poor, destituted people who come from poor backgrounds, a lot of us, I think, would have been better off if we weren't even born, because the world could never handle us. And the world just wasn't ready for us. And we weren't ready for the world. Society couldn't handle people like us. That's why us poor people live in the projects or live in some type of establishment that's based off the projects or Section 8 or whatever you want to call it. We're destitute. We're uneducated. We're stupid. We're morons. We don't have the understanding. We lack the capacity to understand, to learn, to adapt. All we know is a stupid, simple lifestyle of destitution and doing nothing. I mean, I say sometimes, maybe I was better off not being born because of the hard life I've lived. I've had a horrible fucking life. And it doesn't look like it's really going to change very much. I mean, am I sad about it? Yeah. Am I disappointed? Yeah. Am I going to do anything stupid? No fucking way. I accept the situation for what it is. I should have done other things when I was younger and not wasted my time in hopes and dreams of falsities, to think that I was going to get somewhere when I never was in the first place. I was even told by other people, that teachers, counselors, but I failed to listen. I thought that I was going to be on this path that was going to lead me to fame and fortune. How wrong I was. Poverty's no joke. I mean, my descendants are Ethiopians. Third world shithole. It's still a third world shithole to this day. People suffering from famine and plague. It's a shithole. I even said I don't really care for my own race people because they never were there for me. I got my cousin right now telling me that I should marry my other cousin who I've never met before and bring her to this country so I can help take care of my mother and get a green card that way and then divorce her. But there's laws against that. You can't marry your own flesh and blood. Even though I never met her before, it's part of my bloodline, unfortunately. I'm embarrassed to even say that that is my family because ideally speaking, that's not what I would want for a family. If I could explain what I would want for a family, it'd have to be a 10 video blog. At least 10 different videos to explain. But for me, it would be if I had my own children, I'd raise them the way I'd see fit for a family mold. And what I think a proper family should be when you come from dysfunction. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the future holds. I'm thinking about it and I'm wondering. It's a long road ahead.